Hello, hello. Welcome back to B&J's Little Farm. How's everybody doing? Hello, hello. I see we've got Dragon in the chat. It says we got two. I don't know who else is here lurking, but hello and good morning. I just woke as well. I forgot to mute my phone. There we go. So I'm in the RV, as you can tell, and I was trying to set up this computer. Barrett had brought it over the other day. You guys, has been bugging me so bad, asking when I'm gonna go live, when I'm gonna get back on YouTube. He's worse than one of my followers. No, but seriously, he's been bugging me. So he brought the old Apple, the Mac over here and set it up, and I haven't really done anything with it, so I had to log back into everything and try to set it up, so that's why it took me a little bit to figure it out. And of course the lighting in here is horrible, you can tell, so hopefully we'll be able to fix that later on down the road. Dragon, I hope all is well with you. So we'll wait for a few more people. Hopefully we'll have some more people pop in. Dragon says, just get out of bed. And there are hungry chickens that need to be fed. And that's so true. They're always hungry. I've got cats at the door. They're trying to get in too. What are you doing, huh? It's nasty out, you guys. It's raining, overcast, it's chilly. The cows are standing out the fence too. They're like, where's our hay? I don't usually feed them until later on in the morning though. They need to wait. Good morning, Carl. Good to see you. Good afternoon to you. So I'm going to get this RV warmed up a little bit. Maybe. I think my matches are a little damp. They'll strike, but they like end up going out almost immediately. We'll see if we can get this oven going. Come on. There it goes. So we'll get some heat in here so it's not so chilly. Got 4 in the house now. Hello, hello. Remember to hit that thumbs up. Share me out if you have the capability. Because I took so much time off YouTube, they're probably not going to press the notifications. That's usually what happens. Hey, Dr. Oddity. Good to see you. I missed you. I know, I missed you too. I missed all of you so much. I really did. But I had to take a break for my mental health, so that's what I did, and actually it was pretty good. I've grown a lot in this time. I know I've grown a lot and cleared my mind of a lot of things, so I guess that leads to another thing. I don't know where my channel direction is going to go from here. I've pondered on a lot of things. I've had a lot of epiphanies. So, I don't know. I don't know how many lives I'll be doing from now on, and I'm not sure, like I said, where the channel is going to go, as things have been placed on my heart. It's just life, you know, things change, even though we don't want them to. So, we shall see. We got 5 in the chat now. And I'm just getting dishes put away so that I have room to do more dishes. And another good thing, so in this time that I was away from YouTube, actually I don't think I was away from YouTube very long. I think it's been like 5 or 6 days, so So maybe a week I've been gone. So really it hasn't been that long, although it really feels like it. Because y'all know how I'm used to being on YouTube like every single day. And when I took my break, I literally took a break from everything. There was just too many voices and too much static, and I was completely overwhelmed, and I just needed to step away. I hope that y'all understand that. I'm sure that you've been through that sometime in your life, that you just need to step away. Has it been 8 or 9 days, Dragon? Okay, maybe it was longer than So, I guess I'll just get into it because we're back down to, on my end anyways, it says we got 3 in the chat. So if anybody wants to watch this later, they can watch it. So, where to begin? So for those, oh my gosh, I just knocked the lid off of that and everything went flying. Goodness gracious. So for everyone that doesn't know what was going on personally, I know I don't have to explain, it's my personal business, but I want to because you guys are my friends and my family, and you should be in the loop. So, what I was going through is that I was diagnosed with Lyme's disease. There was a couple days there, a few weeks ago, that were super beautiful, nice. We had 70-degree weather. Oh, I was in love. I was just outside enjoying myself, working in the garden, prepping it for garden seasoning, planting bulbs, you know, just doing the thing. And one of the evenings I came in and was getting ready for bed and all that stuff, and found a tick on myself. And I didn't really much think anything of it. It was on the left side of my body. It wasn't like embedded in my skin or anything like that. I didn't see any bite marks, so no big deal, right? I took the tick off, burned it, killed it, threw it away. Well, I think it was like 2 days later, I woke up and I had a huge rash on my right side of my hip. It was probably about, I don't know, about that big. But it was a significant size rash. And really, I didn't think much of that either. I thought maybe, because I'm super, super clumsy. So I thought, well, maybe I bumped into something and didn't realize it, or whatever, you know. And I moved on with my day. I don't have any more paper towels over here. Ugh. So anyway, I moved on with my day. A few days went by, and it started growing, or not even a few, a couple days went by, and it started growing. It was getting massive, you guys. It was wrapping all the way around to my hip bone. I'll have to post pictures later on my community tab so you can just see how enormous this rash was. And it wasn't like your classic bullseye rash that you would get from a tick. And I wasn't even thinking of Lyme's disease at the time at all. I just thought, you know, I bumped into something or whatever. So, I started putting Manuka honey on it. And the Manuka honey usually works for me on any skin issues. But this time it wasn't. The rash just kept getting bigger and bigger and spreading. And, it started worrying me. So I had a friend suggest putting Aztec clay on it, which I had. Aztec clay, if you don't know, is just a natural clay, but it will draw out any type of infection or anything like that. And so I started the Aztec clay for a couple days. Well, the Aztec clay, I thought was maybe working on it because it was really burning. It was burning every time I applied it. And then I'm not even sure how long this process took. But on a Saturday morning, I woke up and it was wrapped clear around my hip all the way to my back. And Barrett seen it and he's like, that's it, you're going to urgent care. So we loaded ourselves up and I went to urgent care, and the urgent care doctor. He didn't even want to look at the rash. And this was the frustrating part. This is what I get so upset about with the medical field. He didn't even want to look at the rash or anything. But the minute Barrett mentioned tick, he was like, yep. He's like, automatic Lyme's disease, like, no examination, nothing. So I was really upset. And I'm like, wait a minute. I said, can't you, like, do a blood test or something and confirm that this is what it is? Instead of just popping off, this is what you have, and you need an antibiotic. So anybody that knows me knows I'm totally against pharmaceuticals, antibiotics, anything like that totally freaks me out because I've had so many reactions to them. So I was pretty freaked out. And anyways, we left. We got my prescription, and I'm like, I'm not taking this. I had my feet dug into the ground. I am not taking this pharmaceutical. I'm not doing it. And I had a lot of people upset with me. Barrett was upset with me. And if you have a phobia or a fear of something, like most people have a fear of heights or, I don't know, snakes or whatever. And sometimes you just freeze. And that's where I was. I was in a frozen moment and I was not moving. So I ended up getting a hold of my family doctor and scheduling an appointment with him, which he was a little more compassionate about the care and everything. And he agreed that it was Lyme's disease as well. And of course my heart hit the floor. I'm like, no, it can't be. So he basically went through everything, what Lyme's disease is, what could happen if I didn't take the antibiotic, things like that. And basically tried to convince me to take this antibiotic. He did, I asked him also for the blood test, and he said, he was like, I can go ahead and order the blood test. I can have that set up for you. However, which I didn't know anything about Lyme's disease, you guys. I'm getting totally educated on this. So I had no idea about any of this. So he said he would set up the blood draw for the Lyme's disease. He said, however, you have to be aware that the blood test is not 100% accurate at all. He said you could have bitten by a tick, you know, when you're 5 years old, and that pathogen is still going to be in your blood saying that you have Lyme's disease. Or we could test the blood, and because we've tested it so soon, that it might not even show up in your bloodstream. So the best course of action is basically taking your antibiotic in case. So that's what I struggled with for a long time, is taking this antibiotic. I finally got it into me after 10 days. Or no, I don't think it was 10 days. I don't know. My time frame is completely off. But it was at least a week it took me to finally take this antibiotic. And it did. It didn't have any adverse reactions, thank God. However, like most antibiotics, it just gave me an upset stomach and I felt like crud. So mentally, I've just been trying to wrap my head around everything. Hey, South Florida DCL, good to see you. Hey, Random, good to see you. Sunflower Prepper, hello, good morning. So hopefully, what it comes down to, hopefully we caught it soon enough. There's 3 stages of Lyme's disease, and I didn't know this either. There's, you know, your early stage, and then, I don't even remember all the names of them, but the early stage, and then there's a middle stage, and then there's your late stage. Hopefully we caught it in the beginning fast enough that the antibiotic will work, and I'll only have to do 1 round of antibiotic, and I can move on, and whatever. The second stage is not too good. It starts attacking your whole body, your joints and muscles and things like that. And then your late stages, it can start attacking your brain and all kinds of stuff. So I definitely know I wasn't in the late stage. We're just worried about the first and second stage. So hopefully, yeah, we can move on from this. Looks like you lost a lot of weight. Yes, I've been under a lot of stress. I have lost another 10 pounds. I'm down to 139 pounds now. So yeah, lost lots of weight. But I'm eating, the first week, it hit me pretty hard. So Mr. Google is our worst enemy, you know. I was looking up things I shouldn't be looking up and reading things on Lyme's disease that was freaking me out, and yeah, so my appetite went way down. I did not have an appetite at all, and so yeah, lost a lot of weight. But my appetite has came back, and I'm eating like crazy. I feel like I have a tapeworm or something because I can't stop eating. I'm so hungry all the time. But then I'll eat, and I think my stomach has shrunk so much that I can't eat that much at one time, but I'm always starving. Dragon says, I hope Sunflower Prepper is a lady, if not manly chest bump then. That's so funny. So yeah, we're just talking about the struggles we went through lately. And you guys, I mean, honestly, if you think about it, I've been hit like with 3 things all at once. We had the house fire, then my aunt died, and then I had the Lyme's disease diagnosis. So I've just been like getting hit left and right with everything. So, I mean, of course, my stress levels are through the roof, and I'm going to lose weight. Eat smaller meals until your body gets used to it again. Then go back to your normal eating schedule. Yeah. That's what I've been trying to do. Like as soon as I wake up, I've been eating my homemade keto granola, which is a variety of nuts and cranberries and chocolate. So I'll eat like a half a cup of this, and then I'll eat some either bacon and eggs or sausage gravy and eggs or something like that. I don't know, 20 minutes to half an hour later, sometimes even sooner than that. Hello, good morning, Moonlight Gypsy. So good to see you. Through our weakness is when we get our strength the most with God. Lean on Him. Yes, 100% agree, Random. And that's the thing. And it's not only me, like I'm an empath. A lot of you know that. I'm an empath. So when something's going on with my friends or my family, which are you guys, when something's going on with all of you, I feel that. I full-heartedly feel that in my soul. So it affects me. So I don't know how to say this without being a jerk, but that's one of the reasons I had to step away. So many people were going through so many things when I got this Lyme disease, health-wise or physically or whatever, mentally. Everybody that I really consider family and love were all going through something at the same time as me, and I couldn't do it, you guys. It just weighed heavy on me so badly. That's why I said I had to step away. There's just too many voices. There's too much static in my life at that moment. And I hate to say that because I don't want anybody to feel like I abandoned them. But as an empath, I have a lot of people that come to me and unload on me. And that's fine. I enjoy that. I love helping people. Don't take that the wrong way. I love being able to be there to my friends and family to lean on me. But just in that moment, with the fire, the death of my aunt, and the Lyme's disease, it was too much. It was way too much. And I just had to step away. Also, I noticed too is, and I think a lot of people are realizing this now too, is that YouTube is amazing. The internet is amazing, but sometimes it's just an overload. And you have to really guard yourself and guard your mind. And I wasn't doing that. I wasn't guarding myself. If I considered a friend or somebody on YouTube, somebody I like to watch or whatever, even if I didn't really particularly like their content, I would still watch them and support them. And that was really negative on me. And I didn't realize how much. Now, you all know I'm a homesteader, a farmer, whatever you want to call me. I love to grow my own food. I love to be prepared. Things like that. And between the last 3 years of all this prepping and doomsday or whatever you want to call it, a lot of people say they don't fear-monger, but it is. It's fear-mongering. And I was getting caught up in that in the last 3 years, and that really, until I had that revelation over my time off, I didn't realize how much it was affecting me. So those are some changes that I'm going to make as well. Like, it's really good to be informed, to have the information and be prepared for things, but I don't think it's normal to watch things like that 24 hours day after day after day. And it starts affecting you mentally, or at least for me it does. All right, Sunflower Prepper, you have a good one. Thanks so much for coming in. So yeah, I just have to be really careful of what I'm watching, what I'm allowing in my life, and things like that. But the good news is I'm on the mend. I'm feeling a lot better. Like I said, Barrett's been badgering me. When are you going live? When are you doing some videos? And I'm like, ugh. I think he's just trying to help uplift me, you know, and I just haven't had the motivation, and he knows how much I love you guys and how much I love YouTube. So I think he's just trying to slowly push that back into me to get me motivated. Other good things that's been going on, we finally got, I've been really focusing, so like when my anxiety, I shouldn't say my anxiety, that's another thing, it's not my anxiety, I'm not accepting it. But when I have anxiety and things are ramped up, I try to focus on other things, whether that's a brisk walk or mostly it's grinding down doing gardening or something like that, since gardening season hasn't begun or canning season hasn't begun. I've been really focusing on the trailer, and I got the kitchen pretty much cleaned up, everything thrown away in the kitchen that we couldn't save. Now I started scrubbing down cabinets and fridges and floors, and oh my goodness, you guys, I had no idea the mess soot left. I've tried straight apple cider vinegar, I've tried straight vinegar, I've tried bleach, I've tried rubbing alcohol, I've tried Dawn dish soap. Nothing is taking that soot off the cabinets and the refrigerators and stuff, so I don't know what we're going to do about that stuff. And I got the bathroom over there cleaned up as best as I could too. And finally, I think that's been 2 weeks hardcore. Barrett's been working off and on that water pipes and water lines and stuff like that. And he finally got that hooked up and fixed. I don't know how many trips to town for parts and things that we had to do, but I think it was 2 days ago he finally got that water line hooked up and ready to go. Y'all, he went out and got that PEX pipe that you guys were talking about, and as soon as he turned on the water and the pump started pumping that water up, that line, that PEX pipe bursted. I don't know if it was like a mishap, it was just like a faulty PEX line or what, but it immediately burst. So he had to shut the water off again, run back to town and get some more. And he said he was upset about the PEX. He said, I ain't using that again. So instead of using that, he went back to his PVC pipe. I guess that's what you do when you're used to something, but he went back to that, hooked it back up, waited for it to dry, and then we were able to get water. So we have not only running water now, we have hot water. Woohoo! So super excited about that. Dragon's been heckling me since you left, but I'm still on the top of the mountain with my legendary collection, so acknowledge me, Dragon. No, not going to do it. Grease lightning, huh? Dragon says, whoop, that is great. It is. There's nothing like fresh water and hot water, I'll tell you that. Another thing, maybe Dragon or somebody in the chat will know the answer to this. So, when it rains here, we obviously can't drink the spring water because the water's dirty. So we've been getting bottled water from the store. Spring bottled water, right? And we try to stock up on that or stock up on the spring water when it's not raining. Sometimes I drink about a gallon of water a day. So I go through a lot of water. And not to mention, we were using that water to wash dishes ourselves, water the animals. So we've had buckets and gallon jugs full of water, even though it's not enough sometimes. Anyways, the point is, one of the days Barrett went to the store for me and he picked up some water and it was purified water. And I was like, oh man. And he was like, sorry, there was no spring water. This is all they had. I drank that gallon of water, you guys. My mouth was so incredibly sore. My lips were cracked and chapped. They hurt so bad from drinking this purified water. And I'm like, never again. So does anybody have the answer? Do you know why that happens? I tried to research it and look it up, but I kept getting stuff like the Berkey purified water, stuff like that, and I couldn't find anything on the gallon purified water from the store. Grease lightning for cleaning. I wonder if that would work. I don't know. That's what I thought. That's what I was thinking, Dragon. But I wasn't sure. I told him I'm never drinking purified water like that again. Like, literally, my mouth was so sore. I'm writing this grease lightning down so I can look it up later. What else is going on? Alright, so the beginning of the month, of course, we went and paid all of our bills and got everything taken care of, and we had to go get feed from Tractor Supply, y'all. Tractor Supply and Rural King are like my weakness. So we went into Tractor Supply and they were having anything you buy in the store was 25% off, and they had baby chicks. They had the Cornish cross, which you raise for meat chicks for 6 to 8 weeks, however long it takes for you to grow them out. And they were also on sale for $1 a piece, plus the 25% off discount. So I got 6 of the Cornish crosses, and I got 5 more Jersey Giants. So I have a total of 10 Jersey Giant chicks now, and the Cornish crosses, which wasn't bad at all because for I got 10 Cornish cross. I'm sorry. 10 Cornish cross and 5 of the Black Jersey Giants. So for 15 chicks, I paid 75 cents a piece, which wasn't bad at all. It was a really, really good deal. Random says, right? Laugh out loud. And you know me, animals, when you don't feel good, they make you feel better. So I think I'm an animal hoarder. Whenever I use grease lightning, I use a mask and gloves. It's very strong, okay? And I don't dilute it or anything, Mooney. Do I just put it on straight? Hello, Adam, and welcome in. So yeah, that's basically what we've been up to. Just focusing on trying to clean out the trailer. Lots of stuff getting thrown away and cleaned up in there. And basically what we're going to do, we haven't made any big, huge decisions yet, but we're trying to go day by day. And I guess what we're going to do with the trailer is use the kitchen, which is good because canning season will be coming up really fast. And I was really concerned about having a can in the RV. Like, I don't have much space. So, Barrett's been working really hard over there in the trailer. The kitchen is now functional. The only thing that's not functioning in the kitchen is the kitchen sink. He's got a couple places underneath the sink to repair, and hopefully he'll get that done soon. So the kitchen is functional now. The bathroom is functional, and the laundry room or utility room, it's semi-functional. I don't know what happened to the washer during the fire, but the washer was gifted to us, and it was still pretty new. But now it's not. It's only running on one cycle, which is wash cycle. It won't spin out the clothes. I think that's what he said. It just won't spin out the, like, it'll agitate and wash the clothes, but it won't spin it out to, like, wring out the clothes. So I don't know what's going on with that. He's been working on that for like 2 days now. But basically, we can wash clothes, but then hang clothes soaking wet on the line, and it takes a really long time to dry. So that room is half functional. So we've got 3 rooms left in the trailer that are functional right now, and we're just going to continue using those as we're fixing up or trying to fix up the farmhouse. Like I said, he got the stove and everything working over there, so I can cook and can over there. The only thing is, if it's a really cold morning or chilly, it's really freezing cold over there in that trailer. So standing there in the cold for a long time is not optimal for me anyway. So thankfully we have the RV. The RV, we have water to it from a hose. We haven't been able to hook up any running water to the RV or electric. It's all by the hose or an extension cord. But I am able to use the stove and the oven as propane. Be able to do that. The shower doesn't work because obviously there's no running water. But the toilet we can use here. So basically, I'm utilizing all 3 places right now. So I honestly look like a chicken with its head cut off, because if I want to do something at the farmhouse, I'm over there, or if I need something here or the trailer, I'm just like running back and forth. It's crazy. But I'm very blessed to be able to have all 3 to do what we need to do. Yeah, Mooney, I found that out just this year from getting so much propane from Tractor Supply. I just found out that they do price comparisons and stuff, so that saved us a lot of money. Jess needs a service Dexter for when she gets down. Yeah, really good price. You can dilute it, but I never diluted it, but you can if you feel the need. Okay. There are rubber belts in the washer. Those could have melted. Ooh. I wonder if he checked that. I'm going to write that down too so I don't forget. There's something else. Oh, I have another gig coming up, you guys. This weekend, I'll be doing another doggy babysitting. So that will help out too. Last time I did the dog sitting, I told you it was like a weekend thing. So it was basically 2.5 days. Well, this is going to be 10 days. I will have this dog for 10 days. The woman is going to Paris, I believe. So that's awesome. That will really help us out to get more parts and stuff we need. See, this is why these lives are so good, because you guys tell me things I don't know. Give me good ideas. So rubber belts. The piglets should be ready the week of the 18th. I think that's next week, right? Today's the 10th? Yeah. So next week the piglets should be ready. They'll be 8 weeks and ready to be weaned. So, I don't know, a couple of you have popped in since I started this live, and I was just explaining to everybody I don't know where the direction of this channel will go from here on out. I've had a lot of change of heart. Not only that, just, I don't know. Just tell Barrett he can't ride the piglets till they are full size, right? Can you imagine hearing all that squeal? No, they'll be little. Itty bitties. I was going to put out a video instead of going live to explain everything that had been going on. But I was like, it's just so much easier to go live. And it's Wednesday. And y'all have been missing Wake Up with Jess on Wednesday. So I said the heck with it. I ain't putting out a video. Right, Dragon. Yeah. They won't be staying here at all. Nope, nope. I'll have to wait if I want some. What else? I think that's pretty much all that's been going on. I mean, there was a lot that's been going on, but that's basically all we've been up to. I started some more seeds yesterday. This time I put them in plastic baggies and paper towels because I don't know what's going on, but my pepper seeds, my okra seeds, there's a couple other ones, none of them germinated, none of them came up. So I went ahead and instead of just planting them in soil, I decided to start those in baggies because I want to make sure the seeds are still good. I don't understand why they didn't germinate. So I don't want it to be too late in the season and then not be able to have the chance to have my peppers. And peppers are a pretty big deal in my diet. Mostly sweet peppers, but I use cayenne pepper quite a bit. And I make a lot of cowboy candy. So I need my jalapenos and sweet banana peppers, and none of that stuff germinated, you guys. So it was crazy. To ask or not to ask? It's up to you. The cows are doing really good. How does the cigarettes? No, it's not going, Dragon. It's not going good at all. I did really good there for a minute. 4 days. I thought that was amazing. And then, yeah. That diagnosis and the stress, yeah, that didn't go. Why did you have to mention that? Now I want to say it. But yeah, it's not going good. But I did switch over from roll your owns, which is a good thing, but a bad thing at the same time, because I've been smoking these cigarettes that are all natural. Basically, it's just all tobacco and water and nicotine. It doesn't have any of the artificial chemicals in it, which is better than the chemical cigarettes, but it's still not good, obviously. So as soon as things wind down just a little bit more and I'm back full throttle into my life, I'm gonna be working on that again. Dragon says, that's okay, Jess. We still love you. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. But yeah, I need to quit it. I need to stop. It's a horrible, horrible addiction. And y'all know that my sister just went through that. She just went through cancer and had to have her trach reconstructed and everything. That, you think that would be scary enough for me to be like, okay, stop, get it together? But like Barrett said, I don't know, a lot of you might have been in that live where we were talking about like living off grid and stuff and how hard it is, and I was a mess back then. I'm still a mess. He said things would get easier, you know, as time progresses, like hauling the water, doing the dishes and stuff, and I'm like, no, there's no way. It's not going to get any easier. That's a lie. It did. It's gone easier, you guys. I think I was just thrown off so bad by my norm. It was a traumatic situation for me. And it has finally gotten a bit easier for me. Physically and mentally. Probably because I'm building up my muscles again. And I don't know. But it has. It's definitely gotten a bit easier. Where's my pot? But, I mean, it helps, too. I'm not carrying as much water up to the house anymore by hand or in the vehicle. So now that I have a hose here, I can just fill my water here. So that makes it a lot easier for me. It's the little things. Hey, our life off grid. Good morning. Good to see you. I'm heading back to bed, but I'll catch up with you later, Jess. I'm really glad you're back. All right, Dr. Oddity. Sleep well. Thanks for coming in. It was good seeing you. I will put out, I'm thinking about doing do you guys, I have a question for you. Do you like the book reading live, or do you like it more as a, what is that thing called? I've been off YouTube too long. Gosh. What's it called? Dragon, help me out. Either a live or a premiere. Premiere, that's what it's called. Which one do you like better? Do you like it live or as a premiere? Let me know in the chat. If you like it better as a live, put a 1 in the chat. I'll definitely finish the book reading. I'm going to do that for sure. I think I'm going to start focusing more on videos to the best of my ability. And like I said, I don't know what the future holds for the lives for Monday and Friday night. But we will see. Okay, Dragon says he likes it better live. Hey, you're doing better than me. I love water every day. Laundry, dishes, bathing, showers, etc. A lot of water a day. Yeah. And that's what we have been doing to our life off grid. I give you props. Like, I've only had to do it since what? January, February, March, and a couple of days in April. So 3 months I've been doing it. And I don't know how y'all do it. Hey, Firefly's in the house. Good morning. Hope you slept well. Are you at work? And I'm so glad, y'all, I don't mind a sponge bath every once in a while. But let me tell you, I am so glad to have a hot shower. I was talking about that earlier and I forgot to mention, we got our first showers at our house, at our place, since January. We got our first shower again in 2 days ago, or a day ago or something. I think it was, no, it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. So, yeah, it was super nice. And the funny thing is, you guys, it's not funny, but it is. To me it is, because I don't really care. But I hadn't shaved my legs since, this is the mental health coming in now. I'm being completely raw and honest with you. I haven't shaved my legs since the fire in January. So I have Mexican and American Indian blood in me. And let me tell you, my leg hair grows like you wouldn't believe. Barrett's like, this is ridiculous. You have more hair on your legs than I do. My whole entire life. And I'm like, I can't help it. But it was too hard. Actually, I lied. There was one time in that whole time I shaved my legs, and it was really, really difficult because it was in this pot here I had filled with water, and when your hair grows out on your legs, they itch really bad. You women, you know what I'm talking about. I couldn't stand it anymore, so I used this pot and I shaved my legs, and it was horrible. It was really hard, so I was like, forget that. So there was one time that I did, and the rest of the time my legs on my hair had grown out. And he was like, Bear's like, are you letting your armpits do that too? Ew, oh my gosh. I was like, no. I was like, but that's a smaller amount to shave, you know? Like, I can do that. That's easy. So, yeah, I was like, I don't even care. I will walk around with long hair on my legs. So no more blow up tub. Yes, we've still been using it. We were using that as our sponge bath, Firefly. That came in so handy, let me tell you. That was the best invention anybody came up with. So basically, Firefly had purchased a blow-up bathtub, and it was really cool. It had a drainage hose on it. So I would lay it right here in the walkway of the RV, and then the drainage hose, I could just like lead out to the front door of the RV, and that was amazing to be able to just soak in some water for a little bit. But yeah, we used that quite a bit, Firefly, after we were able to have a space to set it up and everything. And it was funny because Barrett said the other day, he was like, well, what are we going to do with the blow-up tub now? And I'm like, I don't know. I was like, keep it for an emergency again. And he was like, well, if we get the pool running this summer, we can just throw it in the pool. And he was like, you're all have a heck of a time trying to crawl into it, though. But we had a good laugh over that. Yeti a go-go. Yeah, we had to lug all the water. The bathtub, it was awesome. I wish that we had at the time more big pots like this, because it was so hard to get the water. Like, we could put the water in the tub, but like by the time we got warm water in the tub and heated up another batch up, the water in the tub had cooled off, which was probably a blessing in disguise, because I don't know if that hot water would have affected that blow up tub or not. But by the time we filled up the tub, I think it took, Barrett counted 25 to 30 gallons of water to fill that up halfway. So by the time we got it filled up halfway, it was lukewarm, which was fine, you know. We got to bathe and get cleaned up, so it was wonderful. Firefly said I'd use it in the pool. We have an off-grid rechargeable shower. Got to get a new one. It finally died over 4 years. After over 4 years, they were great showers. That's a good idea, off-grid. 4 years is quite a bit of time, though, I think. Do you feel like you got your money's worth out of that? I wanted to go swimming in the lake yesterday. It was warm out. Yeah, it was beautiful here, too. And I'm trying not to spend so much time in the sun, but it's so hard when we have nice days like that. You're not supposed to spend a lot of time in the sun with the antibiotic, you know. So I've been trying not to, but one day it was so beautiful out. I think it was like 66, 67 or something like that. And I forgot. It like went out my head completely. And that night I was so uncomfortable. My face felt like I got like sunburnt, but I didn't. More like a wind burned or something like that, you know. But I was just so uncomfortable. I was like, oh, I spent too much time in the sun. So I'm trying to be aware of that and be careful. But today it's overcasted, it's cloudy, it's rainy. We're supposed to have thunderstorms all day today and for the next 3 days, so we'll see. I went ahead and filled up all the water jugs yesterday so that if the spring water is dirty, we'll have water on hand. Because I refuse. I ain't drinking that purified water again. That was horrible. Yeah, I am taking the meds, Firefly. I finally did it. And to be real, like I was saying a little bit earlier to everybody about the antibiotic and what my phobia is with it and how I don't like pharmaceuticals. Y'all, it was so bad. I don't know how bad, if you have a phobia or how bad it is for you, but the first day that I took that antibiotic, it was horrible. It was a 4-hour ordeal. 4 hours of nonstop shaking, convulsing, and that was just the anxiety. It wasn't the antibiotic. It was the fear. It got me. It got a hold of me. But just being real, like my limbs, my arms, my legs were uncontrollably shaking. My jaw shook uncontrollably. It shook so hard it chattered my teeth, and my teeth and my jaw were so sore. And it was 4 hours of that. It was insane. It was not fun. But I have to say, every day that goes by that I've been taking it, it is getting better. It's not easy yet, but it is getting better. I need a lot of coaxing. Just coaxing myself to do it. It is what it is. It's just the way I'm built right now, I guess. But it was not easy. I've never even heard of that one, firefly. I don't even know if I can pronounce that. Azithromycin. The one I am on is doxycycline. I think it's doxycycline. I've got to take it 2 times a day. It's 100 milligrams. The morning, the one I take in the morning is not bad. I can do that. I don't know why. I can do that one just fine. It's the one in the evening. The one in the evening really, really bothers me. I did get the Lyme test done, Firefly, but it's not 100% accurate. The test, if I was to be bitten with a tick when I was 5 years old, 10 years old, whatever, I could have that bacteria in my system already, so it's not 100% accurate. Also, if we did the blood test too early, it might not even show up that it's in my blood system. So I guess it's not an accurate test at all. Yes, that's the one, Firefly. Hey, Twin Brooks, good to see you. And when I went to the doctor, to my family doctor, he said that hopefully we caught it in the earliest stages, that I won't have to take another round of antibiotics. I pray I don't have to take another round. Hopefully this will be it and I'll be done. But he said he didn't want to see me back for 3 months. I thought that was kind of a long time, but. And the rash is completely gone. It's completely healed. One of the things when I was researching the Lyme disease and stuff, you know how like when you research something and then everything, no matter what social media you're on, TikTok, Instagram, whatever, they know what you've been looking at and stuff. So all this Lyme stuff just kept popping up everywhere, and I'm just like, okay, I'm sick of this, I'm done. But when I was doing that research, I was on TikTok, or no, I wasn't doing the research, I was over it, I didn't want to research anymore. So I was just trying to occupy my mind, and I was just scrolling through TikTok. And this girl had popped up, and I think she was pretty young. She was probably in her late 20s, mid to late 20s. And I was reading her story and watching her videos and stuff, and I couldn't stop watching them because it was just intriguing to me. But she had contracted Lyme disease in 2019, so she's had it for quite a while. And she did 2 rounds of antibiotics. Nothing worked for her. She went to neurological doctors, specialists. She went through all these hoops and jumps and stuff, and nothing has helped her. Well, then, I'm not suggesting anybody to do this or anything. It just intrigued me and crazy. It's crazy to me. She does bee therapy. And I'm like, what the heck is bee therapy? So I started watching these videos. And basically, she buys live bees off of beekeepers. And they're the bees that are going to die eventually, that fall off from the hive, that are going to swarm or whatever. They're not going to live much longer. But she takes these bees and she stings her spine and her neck with these bees. And she's doing like 4 stings per day. She does it Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays is the stinging days that she does. But 4 bees during those days. And y'all, her back is so scarred up. Her neck, her spine has so much scar tissue. I don't even know how she does it. If you've ever been in the garden or something, stepped on a bee. Remember last summer I stepped on a bee and it took me like 3 weeks to heal, almost a month to heal from that bee sting? I was like, there's no way. I said to myself, I better not have Lyme's disease because I cannot resort to this. There's no way I can sting myself with bees. But something in the bee sting venom is helping her. Like, her Lyme's disease is so bad that she's bedridden some days. Some days that she can't even move. It inflames her muscles and her joints so badly. And that's what gives her relief. And I'm not knocking her. I give her props. If that's what helps her, then so be it. But I personally I can't imagine. There's no way. One of my one son has Lyme. It was in HOS system too long, in his system too long before a doctor finally figured it out. So he now has Lyme's for the rest of his life. Docs here will tell you you will have Lyme before you die. Wow. Firefly says bee therapy is awesome. Yeah, and that's the thing. Dragon, he's 100% right about that. That is dangerous. That could cause anaphylactic shock and die from it. Yeah, definitely. I don't think so either, twin births, but I guess when you have an element or disease that is affecting your life so badly, I guess you'll resort to anything to have some type of relief. Like I said, I can't blame her. Like, it's her decision, her life. If that's what brings her some relief, then I don't know. But yeah, I would be scared because every single bee sting you get has a chance of going into anaphylactic shock. Yeah, I read that too. A lot of people in the comments of her video said that they were using the bee therapy for MS as well. So I don't know. Like I said, I'm not very knowledgeable about it. I just seen this one account and that's what I was watching. Good morning, Harvest Mary Moon. Good to see you. Murphy says, good morning. I brought him up to my parents with me. Awesome. Murphy's such a good kitty. He's loyal. Aw. She just sent me a picture of him. He's just chilling. Give him a little rub between the ears for me. And that's a big word for today, anaphylactic. Also, so Firefly went to her parents to go watch the eclipse. Did any of you go watch the eclipse? Was it the big thing to do for you, or what'd you see? Me and Barrett were, that's not like our thing, like, it's whatever. We're not into big stuff like that. We were out cleaning chicken coops at the time and mucking the stalls out, or mucking the chicken coops out, and it was basically like 7 o'clock at night. That's what it felt like the sun was going down. It was getting night, and then it popped right back up. So it wasn't like no big thing. Barrett kept trying to look at it, and I'm like, quit trying to look at it. He's like, it's all right. I got robotic eyes because he had the lens put in his eyes for the cataracts. I'm like, no. It's like, you cannot look at it. Quit. But that was our big thing on the eclipse day. Dragon. Didn't get dark at all and didn't see a thing. I had a friend way north Ohio from me. I think it was like 2.5 hours away, 2 hours away. And they said that it went completely black there. I'm like, wow, that would have been eerie. I don't think I would have liked that. I don't like stuff like that. As long as it only lasted like 2 or 3 minutes, I would be okay. But I was wondering if the chickens would go in the coop and start roosting, but they never did. Ooh, Dragon says it went completely black here. Oh, wait. That was only because I closed my eyes at the time. I felt. Oh, you're funny, Dragon. Yesterday I made sausage gravy. Oh my gosh, you guys. I've been eating it until I'm so bloated I'm sick from it. It's so good. It's a little spicy. I put more cayenne pepper in there than I'm used to, but it's got a really good taste. My water's taking forever to heat up today. Did I shut it off? I did. Dang it. I was trying to turn it up and I turned it the wrong way. Alright. Oh, Einstein. Oh my goodness. Hey Tom, good morning to you. Yep, and that's the thing. See, all these conspiracies and stuff, it's too much. Too much. And it's like every day there's like 5 more new conspiracies. It's insane. Alright, Jess, Einstein had a request. If he goes to freezer camp, he wants to be made into country fried chicken steaks. Ooh, that sounds good. I don't think Barrett's going to allow me to butcher him, though. Although the nice thing about all this, well, I guess it's nice for me, but Barrett has been solely taking care of that coop. So I don't even have to go into that coop anymore, thank goodness. He's collecting all the eggs and feeding and watering them, so I don't get attacked anymore. So since he's been doing that, I don't think he's going to allow me to butcher Einstein. Come on, water. Barrett did work on the farmhouse a little bit upstairs. He's putting up, he got some panels. They're like probably 10-foot panels that he got from the construction site. And he put those up upstairs on the hallway, and those look pretty nice. But really, we've just focused on the trailer and getting hot water right now. So the farmhouse, we're still staying in it and everything. We just haven't worked on it that much. It's just kind of overwhelming. There's like 3 places that we have to maintain and run and try to fix. And trying to delegate which one is most important. Obviously, hot water, running water was our top priority at the moment. So that's done. So I don't know what Barrett still has to fix the kitchen sink and everything like that. So after that, maybe we'll start working back on the farmhouse. I don't know. It's hard to delegate what to do. And then on top of it, I'm trying to get all my gardening seeds going and transplanted, make sure everything's surviving, and take care of the animals and stuff like that. So we're learning to manage our time and our priorities right now. All right, Tom, have a good one. Thanks so much for coming in. Oh, he said, glad you're back, ma'am. Hope life's treating you well. Thank you, Tom. I know that people were saying stuff, what was going to happen with the eclipse and all this stuff, and I, like, every time anything came up, I just, like, scrolled past it. I'm like, nope, don't want to hear it. I don't want to know what people are saying, and so that's basically what I've been trying to do, just stay away from any negative energy right now. And of course, since the Barrett got the stove working in the kitchen of the trailer, I'll hopefully be able to start cooking and stuff over there. I mean, it's all right to cook over here. It's just not. I don't have a lot of space to do a lot of stuff. I thought the trailer was small until the RV come along, and there's really not much room to prep or do a lot of cooking on the stove here. Um, so I'm not doing a lot of. I'm still cooking a lot, but not to the potential I used to. Basically, we're living on eggs and bacon or sausage gravy and hamburgers, and I basically haven't been making a lot of kale smoothies lately. I haven't been doing my salads lately. I just basically slacked off on everything. That's what I done, Jess. I shut them out, all the Eclipse mess. Yeah. It's too much. I'm sick of every time I get on the internet, there's just so much negativity and mongling and fear mongling, stuff like that. Like, I think my friends and family have enough going on in their lives. I have enough going on in my lives to add um, more mess to us. Essentially, RV cooking is one pot meals. Yeah, right, Dragon. That's what I'm finding out, and that has, I guess, attributed to my I can't even find my words. My appetite, I guess you could say. I hear a big truck outside. I don't know where it's at. That's another thing. Going through the freaking trailer, trying to get rid of all the damaged things, like open food packages and, stuff that have been damaged. Oh my goodness. Yesterday, or it was the day before, that was the nice day. 3 garbage totes, you guys. That's just out of the kitchen. So I was like, all right, I'm done. Like, I'll have to wait until the trash man picks the trash up until until I can start cleaning again because I have nowhere to put it. That's another thing I added to our bills. I got trash service. Usually we burn everything, you know, in the burn barrels, but it's just too much right now. There's too much stuff to be burned up that we don't have enough burn barrels to burn everything at once. So wow. But it took me a while mentally to come to grips. I'm at peace with everything now. Now it's just, instead of survival mode, it's just rebuild mode, I guess. And that's for everything, mentally, physically, emotionally, rebuild everything. It's time for change. Photos against anxiety. Good morning. Good to see you. I think they're trimming trees. Maybe that's what those big noises are. They were trimming trees yesterday up the road from us, so maybe they're back at it again. I don't know. I can't see anything though. I hate when they trim trees. I was looking at the neighbors' properties and stuff, and they butchered those trees. I don't think they should be allowed to do that. If they're going to trim trees around the power line, they should take the whole tree down. Because now all those trees will be dead, and the homeowner will have to be the ones that take care of it. I don't think that's fair. I finished coffee and breakfast. Going to have a quiet day. That's probably what we're going to do. Since it's nasty and rainy out, we'll just have a relaxed and quiet day. I use a cheap electric grill with lid and an air fryer in my RV, just not the same time it kicks the breaker. Yeah. And that's the thing. I can't even hook up the air fryer in here because it will kick the breaker. It doesn't matter. We don't have the right connections or whatever, I guess. I hate when the tree trimmers make trees look like coat racks. It's like zero fashion sense. I agree. It's horrible. We had to go to town yesterday, and we went down one of the roads close to our house, and every single tree was just horrible. I can even boil in the electric fryer. I sent you a pic. It is like $20 at Walmart. I'll have to go check it out. I can't wait until we do this dog sitting. At this time, it's a golden retriever, and he's an older dog, and he's supposedly really, really well behaved. And the other two dogs I did recently were well behaved too. They weren't bad at all. They were strong though. They were really strong when I went to walk them and stuff. I definitely couldn't walk both of them at one time. Barrett had to help me because they were just so excited. But they were really good dogs. I'm excited for this one. His name's Leo. I think we'll have a good time. He loves water and he loves playing with tennis balls. Hopefully this will be a regular thing. Maybe not with the same dogs, but hopefully I'll keep getting clientele for some dog sitting, you know. That'd be nice. At least a beautiful bonsai cut if you're trimming a tree, right? And that's another thing I really, really miss too, is using all my cast iron. I haven't been able to use my iron. They're all covered in soot. And the sinks in the RV are so much smaller than a regular sink. It's hard to wash big stuff like that. So hopefully Friday Barrett will work on that sink and get that working. I'll start trying to restore all my cast iron, whatever's wrong with them. Get all that soot off of them. Ugh. The good thing is though, before when I was walking in the trailer, every time I bumped up to something, I'd turn black. And like I said, I've been working on it. So at least we're not getting black all over us anymore. I guess the good thing about smaller spaces is I keep up with the dishes a lot better. Well, you guys, you got to have breakfast with me and do dishes and catch up. If any of you came in late and missed any of my announcements, go back to the beginning, watch it. Make sure you don't miss those announcements. Make sure to hit that thumbs up and share me out if you have the capability. It really helps me out. I'm going to get Barrett's coffee going. And I got to shut off one light so it'll get way darker in here to be able to brew his coffee. I'm going to get that on. And I'm going to start my day. So I hope you all enjoyed this live. I missed you all. I'm so glad that you showed up and came out to spend your morning with me. Remember, you're loved. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye. Where's my mouse?